Alright, we have taken off from Leeds-Bradford, heading north, so that will be Otley-Chevin. This below us would be Otley and Wharfedale, which looks absolutely nothing like this. I mean, this is just generic aerial photograph, or satellite photograph, I guess, of cityscape, just painted onto the general area. I'm guessing the pink building is Wharfedale General Hospital here. And the that's a golf course. There isn't a golf course there. There's a disused quarry with a small sailing club on it, but there's no golf course. So out here you would have Weston and then Asquith. Oh look, they have put the river in. Sort of. The river approaches the town of Otley and then just completely disappears on this map. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. Let's turn west. In fact, we've turned past west here. We're going northwest again. Back to the river. You can see the dual carriageway main road there across the north edge of Burley and Wharfedale. And the riverway to the north of it. There's a big bend in this river here. So we go across the bottom of what must by now be Ilkley Moor. So, that would be the famous the famous what? I guess that's Ilkley Cathedral. I didn't know Ilkley had one. That's Ilkley Moor. And some generic houses just stuck onto this generic cityscape. If I come down and back around, what is the green thing? Did somebody just like drop Hull Transporter Bridge into the middle of Ilkley or what? Anyway, let's find the river, assuming the river is shown. Here it is. I just lost sight of the river. Oh, no, is that the river? That looks like the river. With a road next to it. River on... Oh, this is tricky. got to be a river. Nobody makes roads that shape, so this must be the wharf that I'm following. Yeah, with the river to the left of it. The river, the main road to the left of it. So, follow that up this way. That'll be Beamsley Beacon to the right, and somewhere just up here will be, well, Beamsley Village, but also Beamsley Hill on the A59 where it comes down to Bolton Bridge. I do not recall a large industrial building there. Just cruising up Wharfedale. There we go. That's the big roundabout. That'll be Bolton Bridge that I'm just flying over now. Beamsley Hill to the right. Let me just give you a look at that. Well, the lighting's not very good because I took off at dawn. That'll be Beamsley Hill. Circle around while maintaining altitude. There's the roundabout. The minor road on this side goes up to Bolton Abbey. And I can continue following the river up that way. Obviously, if you're coming to visit, you should not expect it to look exactly like this. There are, you know, actual buildings rather than just generic cityscape, and there are trees, and the river doesn't flow uphill and then back down like that. That was bizarre. Alright. Sudden forest, or rather, suddenly the ground is covered in green texture, and there are trees added above that. Definite crease in the river there. This part is not right. Some of that is going uphill and back down and back up again. Toward north, and a big sweeping left bend, or right bend if you're coming down river, of course. And a barn, yes. Of all the things in this valley, the barn over there on the left is the single most famous landmark. There is nothing else to see in this area. Honest, really. So what's above there? Well, I think we've passed Bolton Abbey now, so this should be somewhere in the vicinity of Appletree Wick, or the ridge south of Littondale, past Stumpcross Caverns, is on the right. Appletree Wick is lower down on this side of it. But probably not shown because it's, you know, kind of small. Is that a... Has somebody added beaches in the river? No, it's just river surface textures at two different angles. Okay, so this would be the vicinity of Grassington, which you reach if you carry on. Not quite yet, just on the next bend. Carry on along that ridge without turning left for Appletrewick, you would come to through Hebden, and then to Grassington next to the water, which apparently also isn't shown. So we just have a couple of meandering bends in the river here. And then a short distance above Grassington, we have Conistone on the right, that long, low bridge across it, across the water that is. Kilnsey on the left, Kilnsey Crag, and then immediately after Kilnsey Crag is Littondale. That's missing out quite a nice pub that is also in the vicinity. Let me know if you spot any of these things, because I'm not seeing them. We're doing 100 miles per hour up this valley, you'd think we'd have noticed. You know, you think we'd have gone far enough by now to notice Conistone? River meanders a bit. I don't want to lose sight of the river because I don't want to miss the moment where the Scurfair joins it. If the Scurfair is even shown. Could this be it? No, that's a bridge. Ah, here we go. We have a bridge over the river, making this patch of photograph of cityscape in the plains that has been pasted onto the land here, Conistone, and this manoeuvre rather hard to be doing in such a low-powered aircraft at such low height. And that Conistone Bridge and the west side of this valley, Kilnsey Crag. Forest above Conistone. I don't remember a forest above Conistone. That would be the Scurfair joining it. It's actually there. So this ridge in front of us is full of skylarks, and if I turn left without running into it, which is easy enough, I am flying up Littondale, where you have, I think it's Ucoga Scar on the south side there. Have I completely missed Littondale and flown over the hill instead? This low level of ground detail does not make it easy to keep track. Right. Let's just get back into Wharfedale anyway. There's that patch of forest. There's the view down Wharfedale. Oh, that's not a river joining. That's an oxbow lake. Little island. Yeah. Man. Okay. Cruising up the wharf. If we're cruising up the wharf well above Conistone, Littondale is the valley to the left. My sense of timing is way out. Okay. Got confused by an oxbow lake. How embarrassing is that? This thing. This is the Scurfair. Running down Littondale. There's the bridge across it. On this side is the minor road with no fencing or anything through the field full of sheep. On the other side is the still a minor road, but the main road up Littondale, neither of which is shown. I cycled down that road you can't see on the right. We had beautiful views of this little river here. Somewhere up here on the right side is the Queen's Arms, which brews their own rather good pale ale. Obviously not going to stop for one while I'm flying a plane, because drinking and flying is a bad idea, as well as being illegal. There's a low spot on the left where one of the roads across to Malham goes. Although I doubt it's shown. this would be Foxup. This would be the very top of the Scurfair, with Foxup Beck on the left, coming from the southwest, and the other one on the right, coming from the northwest, combining to form that river. Yeah, no more river. There is a public footpath up here to what's marked as a village, in terms of having the text name there, but judging by the details of the map, is actually just a single farmhouse. I've forgotten its name.